Now it's time to take a full look at your forecast. We're going to loop this over the last 12 hours because right around 10 o'clock, that's when we started to see that heavy thunderstorm activity cross that I-35 corridor. Look at this loop one more time, passing through Comanche and then through Goldthwaite. Then it really ballooned as it passed through the Meridian area all the way across the I-35 corridor before finally simmering down. We're in a little bit of a dry lull because the atmosphere is in recovery mode because it's really trying to chill out before it loads itself back up to get ready for the possibility of a few of those isolated thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. But for tonight, we're going to get down to those low to mid 70s. Across much of central Texas, could see one or two spotty showers even still, but the winds will mainly be light and variable at best. We'll be looking at highs tomorrow getting to those low to mid 90s across much of central Texas with those pop-up thunderstorms in place. Winds are going to vary in direction, but they're going to be in the ballpark of around 5 to 15 miles an hour. We're still going to get that moisture though. We're still going to get that daytime heating though, and with that daytime heating, we are going to see some of those pop-up thunderstorms as we time all of this out, because we're going to start off mostly dry and mostly clear, but then by the time we get to the afternoon hours, that's our hottest part of the day. That's our most humid portion of the day. We're going to get some of that daytime heating, and I think there's going to be a little bit more storm coverage than what this hour-by-hour radar is predicting. This model pretty much assumes a 20% chance of some thunderstorms. I'm going to say around a 30% because there could be some more areas here or there that could be seeing a possible thunderstorm or two across much of central Texas, but not everyone is going to get a storm. And with that, I'm going to give it a nice solid 7 on that Jordan meter. So it's in the good range, but not the awesome range, if you know what I mean, because we're going to be in those lower 70s for lows. That's a little bit below our average low for this time of year, which is 75, and then 94, our average high is around 98. So pretty much your average August day, but a little bit below that as the kids go back to school for Killeen ISD as well as some other school districts, kicking things off on your Monday. But let me tell you what this means for your summertime breakdown for tomorrow. Heat indices are only going to get to average for this time of year, so I'm only going to give you guys a medium for that as well. So also, with those scattered thunderstorms possible, you want to keep an eye to the sky if you're planning on hitting the pool or getting on the boat as well, because the thing with the boat is that you could be seeing those choppy waters, especially when you have those thunderstorms. So it's important that if you do get out on the boat on those choppy waters, make sure you have your life jacket. Andy Anderson, our chief meteorologist, he's pretty big on that kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you are bringing on your life jacket once you go out on the boat. So the vibes aren't necessarily extreme. They're not the best, but they're going to be all right. I mean, yeah, it's a Monday. Yes, we could be seeing a few isolated thunderstorms here or there, but we are looking mostly dry throughout much of the region for those who do not necessarily get a shower or a thunderstorm, but it is definitely still possible. Now let's go through our next 7 days, because this pattern's not just going to be for tomorrow. It could be in place for Tuesday as well as Wednesday, because we're going to have moisture pretty much hover around much of central Texas, but then high pressure does start to build in by the time we get to the latter portions of the week, and those temperatures really start to ramp up. We could try to make a run at those triple digits. Remember, we have not had a 100-degree day in central Texas at all during 2021. A lot of people are probably thinking, oh, this is just great. But for me, I'm like, at least have 1 or 2 of those per year. But by the time we get to next weekend, though, there's another good chance of that as well. High pressure still staying in place, highs getting to those upper 90s once again. Nikki Lattarulo has the latest on your sports. We will be right back.